Hey guys, Furum here, and today I am going to be testing the Yamaha FZ-10 in multiplayer. Now, I won this car a while back in its Enduro Double Down in the previous update, but never got around to making a video of it. And hey look, the biker is messing with his mirror here. That is a little Easter egg that you can see if you look at the biker long enough. So my tuning is 010-010, and with 5555 in Pro Kits. Gives me a rank of 1417. So this is the maximum speed tune, which is like 160 rank below its max pro rank, which is very good. This bike can reach 261 miles per hour at this rank of 1417, which is decent, and I'm surprised I did not get knocked down just then. So this bike would have been even better at a lower rank, below 1400, probably 1300-ish rank would be the best for it. It would have been a Cobra and M2 killer again, but of course it had no popularity because it came out after the special editions, and then when everyone got those, the M2 and the Cobra just kind of phased out of multiplayer. I would have tested this bike at a lower rank, but I was getting so fed up with the Enduro Double Down and losing races and stuff in this bike that I just decided to upgrade it pretty much all the way to, well, its maximum speed, even though it isn't Max Pro. And with Supercharge, its speed is rather impressive for its rank, 282 miles per hour. This is as fast as the BMW S1000RR bike at about 60 or so ranks lower than that bike. So yeah, its speed is fairly good. As you can see in this race, that M2 Special Edition wrecked, and he was never able to catch up, because I was able to stay in Supercharge mode for a good majority of the race. Nevada is one of the best races for bikes. Now, in that race, I did not have too much of a problem with the controlling of this bike. However, in this race and subsequent ones, you will begin to see just how hard this bike actually is to control. I don't exactly know why it is. It seems to be a little bit glitchy. Now, because it handles pretty well, its drifting is actually probably one of the worst among bikes, but its good handling pretty much makes up for that. But it just has a tendency to go in a direction contrary to where you tell it, and thus have problems such as this one. However, you will see that its speed is often enough to make up some of the difference. As you see here, when I go into supercharged mode, I quickly catch up to and pass this M2 Special Edition and the other car up there as well, moving me into second position, even with 2 wrecks. Thankfully, this is a 1-lap race. I did vote 1 lap in all of the races that I played in this bike, because, well, it has good acceleration, and that is one of its biggest advantages. Also, 1 lap gives it less time to mess up and wreck for random reasons. So, in this race, we have an M2 Special Edition and an R8 e-tron Special Edition, which are 2 of the most common cars around this rank. The reason I did not continue going straight through on those platforms is because with bikes, they tend to jump higher than cars, which means that in bikes on this track, at those ramp places, if you go up 1 ramp, you usually land in the middle of the 2 platforms, which is what would have happened if I had done that there. So I just went on the side. So I actually managed to get through the tunnel here without wrecking, but then of course my bike goes in a weird direction when I go into supercharge and I wreck, thus putting me back into 3rd position. That is what you'll see a common trend of throughout this video. These little glitches and wrecks and stuff often ruin an otherwise decent race. Not to say that this car is especially great at this rank, but it's better than it may seem in some of these clips if it just wasn't so glitchy, or if I learned to control it better. It's probably some of both. You can see here it's bad drifting. Bikes rarely can drift punch around there without worrying about hitting on the inside, but this bike can. So we come in 3rd behind 2 Special Editions. Without that wreck, we may have come in 2nd. In this race, we have another M2 Special Edition and another R8 e-tron Special Edition. That seems to be what happens a lot in my races. I have one of one and one of the other. San Diego Harbor is one of the best tracks for bikes. This is further proven by the fact that on San Diego Harbor Reverse, the Ducati X Diavel bike has been confirmed to beat the M2 Special Edition. Yes, a bike is now the king of B-Class on some tracks, and I believe also on this track, the Kawasaki Ninja H2R, the new S-Class bike, will be able to beat the Apollo IE. Because pretty much any track that the bike can stay in supercharge half the track, it will beat the Apollo IE on. This is due to the Ninja's regular speed being 10 miles per hour slower than the Apollo, and its supercharged speed being 10 miles per hour faster. So if it goes both speeds at equal times throughout the race, it should achieve a fairly equal time because of averaging. Here, we beat another M2 Special Edition. He was unboosted though. I think the real problem with the Ninja is going to be controlling it, because on the videos that I've seen, it does seem to be rather hard to control. Now, if you can learn to control it, I do think it will be one of the best multiplayer vehicles in the game, because at a rank of 1671, it can achieve its maximum speed of 307 miles per hour. This is faster than practically any of the other common vehicles that you'll see around this rank. It is only 2 miles per hour slower than the Vulcan, and only maybe 5 to 8 slower than the Apollo IE. Now, with supercharged, since it can go 20 miles per hour faster than that, up to 327 miles per hour at a rank of 1671, yeah, you can see that this vehicle, this bike, the Ninja, is going to be extremely powerful on tracks with lots of ramps, if you can learn to control it. So I will be doing my best to learn how to control it so that I can hopefully get some good multiplayer races in it for you. The Ninja's Championship will most likely come out directly after the Apollo IE's R&D, which, by the way, I am halfway through. Earlier today, I finished Lab 2 in it. I'm not going to speed through it like some people have. I'm just going to bide my time, get through spending the least amount of tokens as I can, and win it at the lowest rank as I can to test it at multiple tunes. I think more debate has been surrounding the Apollo IE over tunes than of any other car in Asphalt 8 history. Obviously, the Vulcan had a lot of debate, but because of its low weighting on acceleration, pretty much everybody upgraded acceleration to max, at least around this rank. And there was just difference between upgrading Nitro to 4 or 5 on what to do in exhaust and stuff like that. There wasn't a huge discrepancy among Vulcan tunes. Now with the IE, people are a little bit more debating about it. Because acceleration has a fairly high upgrade rank percentage of 20%, upgrading acceleration does increase the rank by quite a bit. So people are trying to figure out, is it worth the rank increase to have this better acceleration? I've said that I think it is worth the rank increase, and therefore I will be upgrading my acceleration to 4, and probably have a tune of 4504, 5055. I will, however, be trying to win it at a lower rank of 1610, with a tune of 0504, 5050. So here we beat the other Yamaha bike, which is worse than this bike at this rank, because it is a C-Class bike, and this is a B-Class one, and it can go faster. So this race is... Let's just say it really shows just how uncontrollable this bike really is. So for the first part of the race, it's not too bad. The R8 SEs shoot ahead, as they pretty much always do, and I am now in last place because there's no other cars in the race. But then I come to this turn and ramp of doom, you might say, because I go off at a weird angle and then go over and wreck. And then I get put quite far back, and then when I go up again, I do a backflip, manage to make it to the top, and then fall off the side and wrecked again. Then I finally get put onto the bottom, but then it tells me I was exiting the circuit for some reason, even though I wasn't, and thus I lose concentration because I was put in a place where I didn't think I was going to be in, then I wreck again, and then I finally get back on the track. That's 3 wrecks. Then, when I make it to this barrel roll ramp, my bike decides to go in a weird direction, and thus I get bike barrel rolling. I will probably try to send that stunt to one of the stunt compilers on YouTube. Not sure which one, but we will see. So yeah, at this rank, this bike, as you can see, is not really all that great. At lower ranks, it would probably be more competitive, and before the SE update, it would be more competitive. Here, one of the people in the clan CEM stopped at the end, so I could take a selfie with him, I can imagine, and thus we did get a pretty good selfie, and thus I was able to end this terrible race in quite a nice manner. I took several pictures and then went into the finish line. And I beat an R8 e-tron Special Edition. not fairly, but whatever. Thank you all for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt 8 content. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!